the final exam of life. What is the final exam? The exam of death. Like it is said in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu dhruvam janma mritasya cha. That means anyone who has taken birth in this world, for him death is certain. It cannot be avoided. Death is inevitable. And whoever is going to die, he has to take another body. That is called the cycle of birth and death. So Bhagavad Gita talks about that all the living entities, all of us are not this body. We are soul. We are within the body. We are not this body. It's like a car being driven by a driver. The driver is different from the car. It appears that the car is moving, but there is a person who is driving the car, and they both are different. The same way the soul is inside the body, even though the body is doing all the work, but the soul is responsible. The soul is the actual driving force. So that's why we are not this body, we are the soul, and this body comes with expiry time. That means there is death, that is certain. Krishna is saying that how to attain the highest goal? By remembering Him alone at the time of death. So some people say that it's easy, like I will do whatever I want all throughout my life. I will live my life to the fullest. I will go to all varieties of places. I will go dance in the nightclub. I will smoke. I will drink alcohol. I will have all sorts of sinful activities I will perform, and right at the time of death I will remember God. So this philosophy is being condemned. In this purport we see that it's not possible for anyone to just remember Krishna at the time of death. It's like a student may say that I will just do anything I want all throughout the year, and only at the time of my exam, only last moment I'm going to open my books, I'm going to read them, I'm going to study at the last moment, and then I'm going to pass the exam. Is it possible? Very, very difficult, almost impossible. So that's why we have to prepare. So it is said at the time of death, a person remembers all the activities he has performed all throughout his life. So that's why if a person has engaged in pious activities, in something very nice, then the person will have those thoughts. If a person is engaged in sinful activities, he will remember something sinful. He will have some bad thoughts at the time of death. And because of those thoughts, he will get that type of body in the next life. So that's why it is suggested that devotees who always remember Krishna, who always chant Krishna's holy names, and who always serve Krishna, they will naturally, their consciousness will become pure. And naturally they will start thinking about Krishna. Even at the time of death, it will be very natural for them. For them, it is not necessary that they have to deliberately make an effort to remember Krishna. The person who has always served Krishna and always thought about Him in a loving way, even if he is not remembering Krishna at the time of his death, Krishna will remember that person, because he has served Krishna all his life with complete love and selflessness. It is like, sometimes a child is taken to the beach by the parents, and the parents are sitting on the other side, and the child gets completely engrossed in playing and building a sand castle, right? It happens many times. And the child starts to think that this is the life. This is, the castle, my castle, and my friends. He finds some friends on the beach, and he starts to, build nice big castles. He builds a small house, a tent, and something like that. And he starts to think that this is all there is, and he forgets about the parents that are waiting there. So a devotee means that when it becomes evening time, when it becomes sunset, that time the father and mother call the child, this is the time to go home, let's go home. So that time the real devotee will leave behind everything, and he will not get entangled in whatever sand castles he has made. And at the time when the father calls, he just goes with the father. So that is the time of death. When the time of death comes for a devotee, he does not entangle, he does not revoke, he does not rebel against God. He understands that God is death. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that at the time of death, Krishna, Kalosmi, Krishna says, I am death. So, an example is given that for the materialistic people, death is really very fearsome. They fear death. Everyone fears death, because at the time of death, everything will be taken away from us. Even the bodies and everything will be taken away. But for the devotee, death means one of the forms of Krishna. It is the example Srila Prabhupada gives is that the mouth of a cat is very dreadful for the rats. For the rats, the same mouth of the cat is very dreadful, but the same mouth is not at all dreadful, not at all dangerous for the kittens. The cat, when catches a mouse, then the mouse will be very fearful. But when with the same mouth, the cat is lifting its own kittens, the kittens do not worry about it. So it's like the death. For the materialistic people, it is very dreadful. But for the devotee who has surrendered to Krishna, for him this death is not at all fearsome. He does not care. He does not worry for it.